Have you ever heard of the word self-deprecation? Now, if you don't know what that word means, it's simple. It simply means the devaluing of self. It means the underestimation of one's abilities and potential. And it also means literally selling oneself short. Psychologists have actually identified that one of the greatest human weaknesses, if not the greatest, is self-deprecation. So the top 1% of people that succeed in society are the people that have succeeded in overcoming self-deprecation. And you'll be surprised to know that it's actually not that difficult to stop. It's very simple. You can do that in one step. You simply focus on your strengths and not on your weaknesses. Now that may sound obvious, you may think, but how many times have you seen opportunities and you missed them, not because they rejected you, but because you didn't even dare to take your chances on that opportunity? You simply looked at the opportunity and you told yourself, this is too good for me. I'm not qualified for this. I'm not good enough for this. And the reason for that is simple, because we have been trained to know ourselves only in light of our weaknesses. And that is why when you see an opportunity, what floods your mind is not ideas on points about your strengths and weaknesses that makes you perfect for the job. Rather, when you see an opportunity, what floods your mind, you start trying to look at all the possible reasons why you could be rejected for that opportunity. That, my friends, is self-deprecation. And like I always say, most of these things begin right from childhood in the school system. Did you ever receive your exam paper and then you go through and start looking at the questions you answered correctly and you're like, wow, look at how I answered that. I was a genius. This is art. I solved that mathematical question with so much prowess. Look at this. I love this. No, once you receive your paper, what do? The first thing you do is you rush to the things you failed and you start asking yourself, why did I fail this? Why did I miss this? So you are focusing on your weaknesses. Even if you had 98%, you don't look at the things you did right and you're excited about them, which are your strengths. No, you've been programmed to always look at your weaknesses and say, why do I have to struggle with this? Why am I like this? Why am I not good enough? Why is everyone else better at this? Everyone passed this question except me. But you don't see the one you passed and everyone else failed. Now it begins to make sense why it's super easy to be successful by just making the decision today to start looking at your strengths and not focusing on your weaknesses. If I ask you, what are your weaknesses? Don't answer that. You already know them, I'm sure. But what are your strengths? What do you have as an advantage to make this year a better one for you, to conquer new opportunities and to explore new territories that hitherto you haven't thought about exploring them? You see, you need to stop looking at the few things you failed and start capitalizing on the ones you got right. And besides your weaknesses, don't forget that your mistakes as well don't have any effect on what you can actually do. You go through life, you focus on the negative choices you made in the past. How many times have you ever sat and you look at all the positive choices and the positive decisions you made in the past and you go like, wow, I really did great by choosing not to follow my friends down that path, or I really did great to transfer and move out and come to this place. You don't celebrate yourself enough for the good choices, for the strengths and the positive things that you've been able to accomplish in your life. And the more you focus on the negative, the few that you failed, no matter how many, you're only creating a vicious cycle that's going to keep you down. So if you want to make the year a better one, a great one, a one of great success and impact, shift your mind, shift your focus. Take a sheet of paper right now and start writing all the things you have gotten right in your life so far. It will surprise you, and keep focusing on that list to tell yourself, if you've gotten this right, you can get more right. If you're able to accomplish this, then there is even more you can do. And let that be your motivation, not to sell yourself short again, but to dare to be bold and to thrive. So dare to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. A big shout out to our Patreons for helping us create content like this. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.